Good evening and welcome to Back to Basics. I'm Nancy Dodge from YB Stamp. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and this evening I'm going to show you a multitude of ways for gift packaging. Bags, boxes, gift cards. Hopefully I'll inspire you. I've used some retired product just to warn you, but to me the gift packaging is a great way to use up some of the supplies that are just sitting collecting dust. All right, let's start, shall we? The first thing I'm going to show you is these little gift bags that I did with coordinating cards. And I did this, whoops. The little tags are falling off. I did this on a YouTube a couple Sundays ago, and I will put the link in the description of the video so that you can quickly access them. It could hold quite a bit of things: a bag of candy, I don't know, a scarf, a pair of socks, a multitude of things. And I just made some coordinating cards, kind of pull it all together. I'll put these away. But in my my YouTube video, I do give you the directions for these. All right, the next thing we're going to look at is a gift bag. So I have a little one made here. So this is just 4 by 1 by 4. But, you know, you could put some chocolates in there, gift card in there, pair of socks. I mean, let's see, a wallet, all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to show you how to make this, only in a bigger one. All right. So I have 2 pieces of 12 by 12 designer series paper. And I am going to score it at 2 inches all the way around. So you're going to need your scorer trimmer. Let's see if I can move stuff out of the way so that you can see. So I'm going to do 2 inches. Make sure you use your scoring blade and not your cutter. And also be careful that you don't score it too hard, because the designer series paper is paper and not cardstock. 2 inches, 2 inches. But this is a great way to use up designer series paper that you're not going to use again, or it's just sitting around collecting dust. Okay, there's one. Can you see the score lines? I've just barely done it, enough so that it's scored, but I didn't want to tear it. Okay, 2 inches. Because it tears easy. So I'm doing, I don't know, I haven't decided if I should do this side. It doesn't really matter, just from my scoring. But I have, there are 2 different sides to all our DSP. So I have this side and this side, and I can't decide. Such a decision, huh? Alright, I'm going to put this away. I think I'll use the dotted side. I know this looks a little more festive though, doesn't it? Alright, I'll use this stripe side. So with the stripe side, I need to make sure that my stripes are all going the same way. That's the hard part. But I'm folding it all in along those score lines. Then I'm going to take my designer series paper. Some scissors. And I want to make sure that these are going the same way. See, now they're going the opposite way. So I want to turn it this way. No, this way. There we go. And I'm going to cut up here, right on the score line. Like so. On the bottoms. And then on the tops, I'm going to, you know what, I think I'm going to be a little fancy. And I think this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to add some Stampin' Seal. And I'm going to fold it over and make it a little pretty. I could just cut it and tuck it inside, but I think I'm going to make it pretty. Okay. Then I'm going to tuck these in and glue them. So I'm going to add some, let's go this way. On both pieces. I had to stop and think. I'm going to tuck it in so that it makes the bottom of the bag, like so. Okay, and then I'm going to cut these flaps off. Like so. And I'm going to glue these together like this. So I'm going to put adhesive all around. So that it'll stick. And the last side. Okay. So I'm going to put this here like this. And I'm going to actually do the bottom first. And of course it's sticking on me. Best laid plans, right? Just remember to pull it gently. It's paper. Okay. I'm going to do it this way, I think. So I have it flush on the bottom. And then I'm going to flip this over and do one side at a time. It's not cooperating very well, but we're just going to make it cooperate, aren't we? go. And then this side. Start at the top so that you know it's even. And then just kind of tuck things in so that they come out right, like so. And then I'm going to take my little 1/8 inch punch, and I'm going to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'll do the 8th hole in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just want it to be even. Ish. Let's see, what did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4th row down. 1, 2, 3, 4th row down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that how I did it? Now I can't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You could always make pencil marks to do this. And then I have a ribbon. I had ribbon. Where did it go? Ah, it's in my box. So I'm going to take about 15 inches each side. And run it through the holes. Now this is nice thin ribbon, so I can fold it a couple times and poke it through. You could use a needle. I'm going to tie it just in one knot because that 1/8 is nice and thin. Through, and then fold this. So as you can see, there's not much to it. Tie a knot. Alright, there's our first handle. Then our next one. It snowed here today. It was very exciting. I know it's been going across the north and ended up here in the northeast. From the southwest across the plains. So we got about, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches, I guess. Everything looked pretty this morning on my way to church, which was nice. The roads weren't slick. Okay, and then I have a piece of tissue paper here from My Paper Pumpkin. So there I have my little handles. And I can shove my gift into the bag with my paper pumpkin tissue. And there you go. Quick and easy. So here's the little one. This is 6 by 6 and this one is 12 by 12. Alrighty, next I have a gift card to show you. I had another one in my box here. It's hiding. There it is. I thought thought I'd be smart and put everything in this box, and now I can't find it all. I had a white piece of cardstock in here. I think it's mixed in with my cards, but now I feel pretty silly. I'll come up with another one. Maybe this is it right here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is I participated in a 12 days of holiday cheer, and our last week, which was this past Saturday, we did gift card holders, and this is the one that I did. It's on my YouTube channel, and I will put the link on the Facebook page so that you can see it. So I just did the little gingerbread man, and out pops the little gift with "just for you." So I'm going to leave that gift card out, and it just slides right back in. And then I had something on the inside, but I have a whole video on my YouTube channel. So this is just a Christmas card that I did, and I thought, oh, see, there it is. It's right inside. I looked for it for nothing. So this is 4x3, I believe. And all you need to do is take a punch or even a pair of scissors and cut a little notch so it's easy for them to see and pull out. Not that it's even, but that's okay. It's a gift. And then just add some tear and tape or Stampin' Seal. Stick it inside the card you already have. See how quick and easy that is? And then because of the notch, it's easy to put in and out. So there's 2 different gift cards that you could do quick and easy. Alright, next we're going to make boxes. The first box I have is a little box. And we're going to make, I put everything in here like I said, and then I messed it up. We're going to make this quick and easy, and I'm going to give you a link for the PDF on this. Okay, so this is just a band, and then you've got your little gift box. It will fit a gift card, maybe some chocolates, probably a bunch of other things. You could even make these for your holiday table. One for everybody. All right. Now this isn't going to go back on just because I want it to, right? Stubborn. Alright, we'll just go leave it off for now. Okay, so we're going to put one of these together. Start with an 8.5 by 5.5. Hey Darla! 8.5 by 5.5 piece of cardstock is the first thing. And we're going to score it at 3/4 of an inch all the way around. Remember not to use your cutting blade. If it helps, take it off. So we're going to do this at 3/4 of an inch all the way around. All 4 sides. Thanks for sending me that snow, Darla. And then we're going 3 7/8 on either side. Three and 7/8. All right, now the next part is just a little bit tricky, but not really. I'm going to show you a little chart in here somewhere. Here we go. So there is your 8.5 by 5.5 piece all scored. So where there's an X, we're going to cut it out. And where there's a line, we're just going to cut it. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Okay. So I'll get my snips and I'm going to cut it here and here, and I'm going to cut it here and then miter it just a little bit, and then this I'm going to miter just a little bit and cut that corner out completely, and do the same thing on this side. And then again, miter here just a bit. And see how little I'm taking out? And then cut here. And here. Okay. And fold all your little flaps. You got 3 inches today. Polar. Ugh! Don't send me the -7, Darla. Alrighty. So now everything's folded in. And I'm going to take my Stampin' seal and I'm going to flip this over. And I'm going to put, you can do this with tear and tape, Stampin' Seal Plus, glue, whatever your adhesive of choice is. I'm just putting them on these 2 flaps and the middle flaps. Okay. And then I'll fold this in and meet at the corner. And then fold this up and fold this one up and then fold these in. And these are very similar to the boxes in this month's or last month's November paper pumpkin. This is being stubborn. Oh, I see, it's stuck on the flap. There. So there's our cute little box. And then to make it a little bit more festive, I have 2 inches by 6 inches, I believe, of designer series paper. And I'm just going to fold these over a little bit. And then I'm going to fold it a little bit more. Give it a nice crisp edge. This is the Traditions of Christmas Designer Series paper, which I didn't think I was going to like, and now I absolutely love it. So this is going to go over like this. It doesn't need to be even because I'm going to take this second piece and I'm going to trim it here. You can use your trimmer if you want instead of your hardy scissors. And I'm going to add some adhesive on these back flaps. Put it around again. And adhere it. Like so. Fold this one in. Line it up. And you've got your little belly band. Now I've fussy cut some of these little, I guess they're poinsettias, but I don't know, maybe not. Christmas flowers, how's that? And I have had, where did it go? Thought I had another, oh, that's because I put it away. Sorry about my arm. I'm going to just take a punch, cut this out, and then use my trusty glue. This is the multi-purpose glue, but I have it in this needle nose bottle that I really like because it's just much smaller and I use less glue. And I have it on this cute little holder my son-in-law his business partner made for me, and I have them for sale on my website ybstamp.com under the shop. Alright, I'm just going to glue these down. And you're saying, Nancy, why did you put that piece on if it's flat? Well, this was on the edge, and I thought, well, why not still use it anyway, right? We're just going to cover it up. Why waste that beautiful flower? See how much less glue I use? And then I'm going to put some Stampin' Seal, or you could actually, let's use some dimensionals. Put them towards the middle a little more so that they don't accidentally stick on the box. Doesn't need to be perfect. No one's looking underneath the hood. And then I'm just going to stick this here. Now, I could put other embellishments on it if I want, but I think it's cute just the way it is. Okay. One more bag. No, box. One more box. So this past week, Stampin' Up! Did a craft along, and we made these boxes. And I thought, gee, how quick and easy is that? So see, I used some old DSP and some cardstock and some older retired ribbon. Do not be alarmed. So I have some more. And this is what we're going to do. Hold on, I have a little chart. So this is the chart that Stampin' Up! Gave us. It's downloadable from my website, and it tells me what size box you want. You write it down, the length, the width, the height. And then to figure out your measurements on how big you need your top piece and your bottom piece, you fill in the finished length that you want, the finished height that you want, times 2. Add those up, that's the length. The width, the finished height on either side, and that's the width that you want. Now the bottom is cardstock, and that's an 1/8 or a 1/16 of an inch smaller. So it's very easy. It seems a little complicated, but it's actually quite easy. Hope Santa brings a glue bottle refill like yours. Well, on my website, it includes the bottle. Okay, so we're going to start with the top. And as you saw, I'm doing 6.5 by 5. So the top piece is going to be 9.5. Get my blocks out of the way so that you can see my 9.5. Whoops. Hold on. Might help if you could see it, right? Okay. 9.5, which is here. by 8. There's 8. So I know that my sides are 1.5 inches. So I'm going to score this at 1.5 inches all the way around. And I'm sort of cheating because the edge of this is 1.5 inches. And remember, not too hard on the cardstock because it is thin. Okay. And then the bottom is 9 7/16. So the other side is technically 9 8/16. So we want to take 1/16 of an inch off. So it's just below 9.5. And then this way it was 8, and we want to take 1/16 of an inch off. So now it's 7 15/16. And then we want to score it 1.5 inches all the way around. Remember, try really hard not to use your scoring blade. Ask me how I know that. Because I've done it a multitude of times. Okay. One more. Alright, now I can put this away. And I'm going to cut. There's my snips. I'm going to, on the short side, I'm going to miter the ends just a smidge. Like so. Now, if you're having trouble seeing the score lines, you can always pre-fold. Turn it around. So Stampin' Up! Made this chart for us, which I have found very helpful. And it was suggested, which I haven't done yet, but I think I will, to laminate it so that, I'm going to do this on the back, so that you can use like an expo writer. See, now I'm having trouble seeing, so I'm going to pre-fold these. And then you could use different sizes all the time. You know, just how big of a box do you want? So this one was made so that you could stick about 6 cards or so and envelopes that you have hanging around because you love making cards. And give it as a gift in this box. I did that today at church. We did a Yankee swap. And the woman was so excited that got my box. So that was a nice feeling. So as you can see, I'm just mitering it a smidge. That's how thin it is. Alright. And then on the outside, I'm going to add, now like I said, you could use glue, you could use tear and tape, you could use Seal Plus, whatever your adhesive of choice is. So you're just going to tuck these in. Like so. whoops, inside. Alright, so there's the top of our box. And the same thing on the bottom. Add our adhesive. And again, this is a great way to use up some old cardstock, some old designer series paper you have hanging around. I should have folded those first, because now my glue is sticking. Live and learn. It's because I distracted myself. That's alright, it'll fold. So just fold it and push them up. Fold them in. And push it up. Put our little lid on. Or you could fill it with cards first. Should we fill it with cards? This is what I did. Let's see. Oh, I have some red tissue paper from a past paper pumpkin. And let's see what we have. I have some cards just sitting around here. So we'll just stick those in, pretend it's a nice gift. Stuff it all together. Put our lid on. And I have about 3 feet of ribbon. And I'm just going to, I mean, you could put this on any way you want, but I did it this way because it slipped on and off easily so that you could just keep it together. You could attach a gift tag if you wanted. Thanks for joining me, Darla. Let's see, all right. Tie my bow. Now you could trim your edges a little if you wanted. All right, so there we've got some cute little gift boxes, and we have our little gift boxes. I lost the piece now. Oh, there it goes. And we have gift card holders, and we have these little open-ended bags, and we have these other bags with tags. And I will put the links to everything in the description. All right, let's see, where was I? All right, before I go, I'm participating in a Creative Crafters Challenge the third Wednesday every month, and that Wednesday is coming up this week. And we are doing scrapbook pages, so that's exciting. And also the last 12 weeks of holiday cheer, we just did this last Saturday, and that was the gift card holder that you just saw. But I also have other things in there that you could probably get some awesome ideas from. And in addition to me, there's also a couple other demonstrators. So go visit them. The links are all in the description of the video. And next week we will do product highlight. So until then, happy stamping.